Everyone lies. Yes, even you.
Especially you.
Wow. Okay. I definitely didn't see that coming.
No, think about it. Today alone, you probably told at least one small lie.
Hmm. Like what?
Like saying, I'm on my way, when you're still at home. Why can't you just say, you're still at home?
Okay, that one doesn't count. I am on my way. I am on my way to come meet you.
Quick question. Had you left home when you said that?
Well,
That makes what you said a what?
I'm not answering that.
Thought so.
Welcome, English learners, to another episode of Learning to Speak Fluently with real life conversation. I'm Ruth.
And I'm Sam. We help you with fluency, correctness, and vocabulary by engaging in everyday conversations that you can listen to.
If you'd like more of our content, kindly subscribe to this channel and give this video a like if you found it helpful. Today we're talking about something very interesting. Why do people lie?
Also, why do we lie so easily?
I'm actually very curious about that. And is lying always bad? Or sometimes necessary? Okay, let's start simple. What is a lie?
A lie is when you say something that is not true.
Simple as that. A statement that is not true is called a lie. Sam, would we classify lies as intentional or unintentional untruthfulness?
I'd say they are intentional, untruthful statements we make.
Some might argue that unintentional untruthful statements are also lies. Do you agree with that?
I wouldn't say so. Because for something to be categorized as a lie, someone needs to have the intention to deceive. If a statement is made and it's found to be untruthful, as long as it was unintentional, it can simply be categorized as a mistake. But not all lies are the same. Some lies are small and harmless. Some lies are dangerous.
The harmless small lies are called white lies. What's an example of a white lie?
Ruth, I like your haircut.
Wait.
You asked for an example. Just kidding.
So compliments are white lies?
Not all compliments are white lies. A white lie is told with good intentions, either to protect feelings or to avoid conflict. It's a lie, but the good kind.
I'm trying to think of every compliment I've ever received. I'm realizing now that I've probably been told a white lie at some point.
Probably. And you know what? You might have said a white lie to someone also, because it's usually done to keep the peace and to protect emotions and feelings.
How about a big lie?
Aha! That's a different ballgame. Saying, I didn't do it, for example, when you clearly did it.
Ooh, that one can destroy trust.
Exactly. Small or white lies protect feelings, but big lies break relationships.
Makes me wonder, why do people lie?
The biggest reason for lying will most probably be fear.
But fear of what?
Could be fear of getting into trouble, fear of losing something, or maybe even the fear of hurting someone. There's always something at stake that people are afraid of losing when they lie. Let's say you broke something very expensive at home.
Okay.
And someone asks, did you do this? What would your answer be?
I will think very carefully before answering.
Exactly. Your brain is like, tell the truth and suffer the consequences, or lie and escape?
I choose survival first, please.
That's exactly why people lie. It feels safer in the moment, after a quick calculation of what the consequences might be.
But the problem is, it usually makes things worse later, right?
Always. It might take a while, but slowly and surely it will get there.
If there are consequences and they always catch up with us, it makes me wonder, why do we still do it?
That's the big question. Maybe because humans don't think long term. When faced with a problem, we think, let me escape this problem now.
That's actually deep.
Thank you, thank you. I'm not just funny, I'm wise.
Let's not go too far. Okay, so people lie because they are afraid.
Yes,
But here's a real question that's been on my mind.
I'm listening.
Are some lies actually good?
Um,
Because sometimes telling the truth can hurt.
Now that is where things get interesting. Because it's true, some lies are helpful.
Hmm, I don't fully agree.
Of course you don't. You're the honesty is the best policy type.
And you're the lie when necessary type.
I prefer the term emotionally intelligent.
That sounds like a lie already.
Okay, let's be real. If your friend asks, "Do I look good?" what would you answer be? Keep in mind, your friend definitely doesn't look good.
Ah, I see. That's a dangerous question.
Very dangerous. Your answer could strengthen or ruin not just the friendship, but also your friend.
Because there are times the answer would be no.
Exactly. But you won't say, "No, you look terrible."
Of course not. Or maybe I could say that, but with a laugh?
That'll be a disaster waiting to happen. You'll most likely say, "You look nice," even if it's not your favorite look.
So you're saying lying can be kind sometimes?
Sometimes, yes, in certain situations.
Hmm, I don't know.
Let me ask you something. Do you always tell the full truth?
Um, no?
That's your answer?
You know, Sam, when we start paying attention to the things we say and the responses we give, we will probably realize that we tell more lies than we will ever admit. A common lie is saying, I'm fine, when you're definitely not fine.
Exactly. That's a very common lie. I catch myself doing that sometimes.
Aha!
I'm sorry, but it's so easy sometimes. Another one is, "I'm sorry I missed your call. I was busy," when you were just resting.
Or ignoring the message. It just shows white lies are everywhere.
Everywhere and every day.
But are they really harmless? I imagine there might be some situations where they can potentially be harmful.
That depends on how often you use them. If you tell a harmless lie once, it's small and inconsequential. No one is really affected by it. Life moves on, and everything is great. However, if you lie all the time, it becomes your habit, no matter how harmless it is.
And that could have negative results. Like people might stop trusting you, for example.
Exactly.
So even small lies can be dangerous?
Yes, because when told consistently, they can have negative impact on so many things, like relationships, for example. Imagine lying that you were too busy to pick up the phone when you were just watching TV. Once or twice might be harmless, but when done consistently, it will impact that relationship greatly, and not in a good way.
The lack of trust you mentioned earlier will also be a result. The caller might eventually figure out you just don't want to have a conversation and that you've been lying all along.
And once trust is broken, it's very hard to fix.
Okay, so we lie because we're afraid, and sometimes to protect people. But here's something I'm curious about.
Go on.
Can you always tell when someone is lying?
Ah,
Because some people lie very well. So how do we know? Can you tell when someone is lying, Sam?
um, sometimes. It all depends on the situation, how ridiculous or believable the lie sounds, or even body language.
Hmm. I feel like people think they can, but they're wrong.
True, many people are confident they can tell when someone is lying, but they're usually not correct because some people lie really well.
Exactly. Let's talk body language. What are some signs someone is lying by paying attention to their body language?
First obvious sign is the behavior changes. If someone is usually calm and suddenly nervous, that could be something because it seems suspicious.
Oh, that makes so much sense. What about eye contact? Is that why people say liars avoid eye contact?
You know, that's not always true. Some liars actually maintain eye contact because they want to look honest.
Wow, that's something.
So, trying to decode if someone is lying through eye contact alone is not enough.
So we can't trust movies that figure out someone is lying just from watching and studying eye contact?
Please don't learn life from movies.
Noted. What's another sign?
They might pause too much.
Like thinking before speaking?
Yes, because they are creating a story on the spot, and that requires a lot of creativity. So you might find out that they're pausing more than normal.
To gather their thoughts.
Exactly. Also, people might give too many details when telling a lie.
Wait, aren't details good?
Details are good. However, there are times those details can be suspicious. For example, if I ask, "Where were you?" and you say, "I was at the store, then I saw a man, then I bought bread," and you go on and on.
Oh, that's too much information.
Exactly. Nobody asked for the full movie, and that's why it's suspicious. If someone offers too many details when the answer is supposed to be straightforward, it might be a lie.
Okay, that makes sense.
Another sign is they repeat your question. For example, you ask someone, "Did you eat my food?" And they say, "Did I eat your food?"
Oh, wow. Yes.
They are buying time to think of the best possible answer.
That is actually very real. Okay, let's test this.
I'm ready.
You come home and your food is gone. You ask, "Who ate my food?" And someone says, "Why would I eat your food?"
Immediately guilty, because there was no answer, only defense.
I actually have a question that's been bothering me. Should we always tell the truth?
I think we should always try to tell the truth. Telling the truth is always the way to go. But the fact is, we've established that there are white lies. And sometimes the truth can hurt, which is what leads people to tell white lies.
But lying can also hurt people.
Exactly. I think people should try to be truthful always, but the fact is, it's almost impossible. In serious situations, honesty matters. In times when a lie can become a problem, when the truth is discovered, honesty matters a lot.
And it's so hard to keep up with lies.
That's true.
Because first, you have to lie, and then tell another lie to protect the first lie. That's a stressful cycle. But when you tell the truth, you're free.
Exactly.
So, today we learned something interesting. People lie for many reasons, either for convenience, to protect someone, or out of fear. But the real question is not, why do people lie? It's, what kind of person do you want to be? Someone honest? Or someone comfortable with lying?
That's a deep question. Take your time to answer it, and be honest.
We've come to the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed it, kindly give the video a thumbs up. And remember, new videos are out every week. Until next time, bye!